absolutely lost for words knowing what this woman meant to me in such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person.
Angel Reese's career trajectory has been a topic of intense discussion in recent years, sparking debates across sports and entertainment circles. Once heralded as one of the most promising faces of women's basketball, Reese has gradually shifted her focus away from the sport and into the world of modeling, social media influence, and personal branding. Her decisions have ignited polarized reactions among fans, critics, and commentators who question where her priorities lie. At a pivotal moment in her life, Angel Reese was the name on everyone's lips. Her basketball career started strong, marked by exceptional performances and accolades that positioned her as the future of the WNBA. Reese's raw talent and commanding presence on the court made her a standout figure, earning comparisons to Caitlin Clark, another young basketball star who had been making waves. For a brief period, it seemed as though the two athletes would jointly elevate women's basketball, pushing the sport into the mainstream spotlight. Both had undeniable talent, charisma, and the ability to inspire a new generation of fans. However, their paths soon began to diverge. Caitlin Clark remained steadfast in her dedication to basketball, honing her skills, breaking records, and building a reputation as a role model through hard work and community involvement. Clark's focus and discipline won over fans, with many celebrating her as a figure who could carry the WNBA into a new era of relevance and respect. Meanwhile, Angel Reese began moving in a different direction, gradually stepping away from her basketball identity and embracing opportunities that promise quick fame and financial gain. Reese's shift in priorities became increasingly evident through her public comments and social media presence. She was vocal about her dissatisfaction with the WNBA's pay structure, which she argued was not enough to sustain the lifestyle she desired. In 2024, the average WNBA salary stood at around $75,000, with top players earning close to $200,000, figures that paled in comparison to the multi-million-dollar contracts seen in men's professional sports. Reese expressed frustration at this disparity, stating in an Instagram live session that her WNBA salary wasn't enough to even cover her rent. For her, modeling and personal brand partnerships represented a financial lifeline that could provide the stability and luxury she sought. Her Instagram feed began to reflect this transformation. What had once been a collection of basketball highlights, training clips, and team camaraderie gradually shifted to posts featuring glamorous outfits, bikini photo shoots, and endorsements for high-end brands. Fans who followed Reese for her basketball achievements found themselves scratching their heads as her focus on the court seemed to wane. Supporters praised her confidence and self-expression, but others criticized her for prioritizing fame over the game that had initially brought her success. Comments flooded her posts, with some questioning, what happened to the Angel Reese we admired for her dedication to basketball? The contrast between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark only became starker. While Clark was spending her off-seasons training, participating in youth basketball camps, and strengthening her community ties, Reese was making headlines for off-court endeavors that often overshadowed her athletic career. This difference in approach fueled debates about role models in women's sports. Many pointed to Clark as an example of hard work and perseverance, while Reese became the subject of scrutiny for her perceived shortcut to fame and financial success. The situation reached a boiling point on December 14, 2024, when Angel Reese was spotted at a Miami strip club with Cardi B. Videos and photos from the night quickly spread across social media, showing Reese partying, throwing stacks of cash, and fully immersing herself in a scene far removed from professional basketball. Critics were quick to condemn her actions, questioning how someone who had once been seen as a role model for young athletes could end up in such a controversial situation. For many fans, the imagery of Reese's wild night out marked the culmination of her transformation from promising athlete to headline-grabbing personality. Reports emerged that the night out had a purpose beyond partying. According to sources, Reese used the strip club as a networking opportunity, with Cardi B acting as a connector to introduce her to key figures in the entertainment and fashion industries. The goal was clear: to secure modeling opportunities that could elevate Reese's brand and solidify her place as an influencer. However, critics were skeptical, arguing that the optics of the event overshadowed any strategic intentions. Social media platforms lit up with debates, with hashtags like #AngelReese and #StripClubGate trending for hours. Some fans defended her, praising her for living life unapologetically and pursuing financial independence on her terms. Others were less forgiving, accusing her of tarnishing her image and disrespecting the sport that had given her a platform. The backlash intensified when Reese announced her official pursuit of a modeling career. While the move wasn't entirely unexpected, it confirmed suspicions that basketball was no longer her top priority. Fans who had once cheered her achievements expressed disappointment, interpreting her modeling ambitions as a departure from her identity as an athlete. The timing of the announcement added fuel to the fire. The WNBA offseason is typically a period when players focus on improving their skills, participating in training camps, and giving back to their communities. Reese's decision to prioritize modeling instead reinforced the perception that her interests had shifted away from basketball. This wasn't the first time Reese's social media presence had sparked controversy. While she has been outspoken about the unfair sexualization of female athletes, critics were quick to point out a contradiction in her actions. Many of her posts, featuring bikini shots and glamorous poses, seemed tailored to attract the very attention she claimed to oppose. Supporters argued that Reese was merely embracing her confidence and celebrating her hard-earned physique, but detractors accused her of hypocrisy, claiming she couldn't have it both ways. One viral comment summed up the sentiment: "If you're going to take a stand against something, your actions need to back it up." Reese's critics also pointed to her comments about the WNBA's pay structure as evidence of her shifting priorities. While her frustrations about the league's salaries were valid, many argued that her approach to addressing the issue by stepping away from basketball was counterproductive. Caitlin Clark, in contrast, continued to focus on her game, using her platform to inspire young athletes and advocate for the growth of women's basketball. The juxtaposition of Clark's dedication and Reese's off-court pursuits became a recurring theme in conversations about the future of the WNBA. For the WNBA, Reese's actions have posed a significant challenge. The league has been working tirelessly to elevate its reputation and attract new fans through TV deals, marketing campaigns, and community initiatives. At a time when women's basketball is finally gaining the recognition it deserves, Reese's controversies have been seen as an unwelcome distraction. While her bold personality and social media presence have undoubtedly drawn attention to the league, many argue that the spotlight has come at a cost, shifting focus away from the sport itself. Despite the criticism, Angel Reese's journey is not without nuance. Her decisions reflect broader issues facing professional women's sports, including pay disparities and the financial pressures athletes face. For many WNBA players, endorsements and side ventures are necessary to supplement their incomes, particularly in high-cost cities where their salaries fall short. Reese's pursuit of modeling and personal branding can be seen as a response to these realities, even if her approach has been polarizing. At the heart of the debate surrounding Angel Reese lies a larger conversation about identity, priorities, and the evolving role of athletes in today's media landscape. For some, Reese's willingness to embrace opportunities beyond basketball is a sign of empowerment and financial independence. For others, it represents a loss of focus and a missed opportunity to fulfill her potential as a trailblazing athlete. What remains undeniable is Angel Reese's impact. Whether celebrated or criticized, she has managed to capture the public's attention in a way few athletes can. Her journey from basketball phenom to headline-grabbing influencer highlights the challenges and complexities of navigating fame, financial pressures, and personal ambition in the modern era. While her critics may question her decisions, her supporters see a young woman carving her own path unapologetically and on her own terms. The future of Angel Reese's career remains uncertain. Whether she chooses to return to basketball with renewed focus or continues building her brand outside the sport, her story will undoubtedly continue to spark debate. As women's basketball continues to grow, the choices made by athletes like Reese will shape not only their individual legacies, but also the future of the league itself. For now, Angel Reese remains a polarizing figure, a symbol of both empowerment and controversy in an ever-changing sports landscape.